Come to book exercise. Question B. Choose the correct option. Read this line from the third stanza of the poem. A paean of eternal spring voices the new awakening. What does this mean in the poem? Option B. The spring season is singing a song after years of silence. Read these lines from the fourth and fifth stanzas. Faint snatches of half-forgotten song, fathers torn and numb. The boon of light we craved, awaited long. What is the tone of these lines? These lines are sad and express suffering. These lines are sad and express suffering. Read this line from the last stanza of the poem. The boon of light we craved, awaited long. What does the phrase awaited long mean? Something that someone has been waiting for a long time. What features of the dawn's awake tell the reader that it is a poem? It is written in stanzas. Which line from the poem supports the idea that an early or flourishing stage of development is everlasting? A paean of eternal spring. Option C. Vocabulary. There are many poetic devices in Emily Dickinson's poem. The dawn awoke. Student, this is wrong word. The word the dawns awake. This is poem The Dawns Awake, including metaphor, simile and personification. For this, first you should know about metaphor, simile and personification. Students, what is personification? Personification is a figure of speech in English language in which the poet or writer gives the human quality to non-human in his poem or in his prose. And what is metaphor and simile? What is metaphor and simile? First we should know about metaphor. A metaphor is a figurative device. A metaphor is a figurative device in which one thing is compared to another unlike thing. A metaphor is a figurative device in which one thing is compared to another unlike thing. Means the two things are different from one another. A metaphor directly compares the two things. A metaphor directly compares the two things, saying that one thing is the other. This makes it different from a simile. What is simile? Simile uses like or as to compare, but a metaphor says that one thing is the other. Metaphor is directly comparison, while simile uses like or as to compare two things. For example of metaphors. That child is a bear when he is sleepy. In actual, child is not bear. The dancer was a graceful eagle taking flight. This pie is heaven. You are my sunshine. The book was an addiction. I couldn't put it down. Now come to exercise. Number 1. Metaphor is present in the first stanza. The torch of gold is born. This is a metaphor because sun is compared with torch. Personification is present in the first line. The dawns awake. This is personification because dawn is given the human trait of waking. Third, personification is present in the third stanza. And music singing in the hills. This is a personification because music is given the ability of singing like human. Personification is present in the second stanza. Voices the new awakening. This is personification because awakening is creating voices like human. Use dictionary to find appropriate word definition. Identify pronunciation with the help of pronunciation key. Identify syllable division and stress pattern. This is your activity. Find 3 nouns from the poem, then change those adverbs into adjectives. This is also your activity. Writing. What is a paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is rewriting the poet's words or ideas in your own words without altering the meaning. Paraphrasing is rewriting the poet's words or ideas in your own words without altering the meaning. Without altering the meaning, a stanza takes the shape of prose. It is about the same length as the original because the purpose is to rephrase without leaving out an important point. Keep the following points in mind while paraphrasing a poem. This is for you, students. Mark thought groups in the stanza, paraphrase the message in a simple text, change poetic words with simple ones. Example is given for you. Exercise A. Students, you will read the stanza and this paraphrase of the stanza. Exercise A. Paraphrase the second stanza of the poem. Paraphrase the second stanza of the poem. This is your activity. How to summarize a poem? Students, this is also for you. Summary is putting down. Summary means khulasa. Summary is putting down the main ideas of someone else work in your own words. A summary is always shorter than the original because the idea is to include only the main points of the original work and leave out the irrelevant. Keep the following points in mind while summarizing a poem. Read the poem thoroughly. Try to understand the meaning. Write down the points. Arrange the points in order. Find the conclusion. Conclusion, you know the meaning. Conclusion. Natija. Write it in proper order. Tarteeb. A summary is usually 1/3 the size of the original. A summary is usually 1/3 the size of the original. Original का 1/3 हिस्सा. Write the summary of the poem. You will write the summary of this poem. This is your activity. Grammar. Verbs. Helping verb. You know the helping verbs. What is helping verb or auxiliary verb? Identify the helping verbs in each sentences. Number 1. My sister has promised to come with us to Bunair. Has is auxiliary. Samina and Dawood will prepare a presentation for the class. Will is auxiliary. We should read another storybook. Should is modal auxiliary. We should not waste our time watching TV. Should is modal auxiliary. My brother will be flying out of Karachi tomorrow morning. Will be auxiliary. We have been studying all week for the final exam. Have been auxiliary. I can help you tonight if you will drive me home later. Can auxiliary. I know that I must make a decision soon, but first I may ask my teacher for advice. Must and may. May and must are the modal auxiliaries. Maria could not start her car this morning, so she will probably not go into work at all today. Could not, modal auxiliary, while will is auxiliary or helping verb. Linking verb. Make use of following verbs as linking verbs in your own sentences. This is your activity. Make use of following verbs as linking verbs in your own sentences. Number 1. Seen. A. Seen. Second. Become. C. Is RM. D. Was were. This is your activity. You will use this linking verb in your own sentences. For example, I am a student. You seem. Rosie. Modal verbs. What is modal verb? Modal verbs. Students, the words like should, ought to, must, can, may, etc. are the modal verbs. Should is used to express obligation, advice and duty. There is no past form of should. Must is used to express necessity or obligation and compulsion. The past form of must is had to. Keep in mind, can and could both express ability, power or permission. Can is present while could is its past form. May and might both express possibility, permission, wish or purpose for present or future. Rewrite the sentences and use the verbs can, may or must. She will return tonight. She can return tonight. Don't stand up. You may stand up. I am sure they will finish it is in a minute. They must finish it in a minute. Please do it for me. Can you do it for me? I would like to see your children. May I see your children? You will write may. M of may is in capital form. Fill in the blanks with modal verbs. Could, couldn't, should, shouldn't, must not, may not, can, can't or cannot. I didn't feel very well yesterday. I could not eat anything or I couldn't anything. Both are correct. You can write could not or couldn't. You should look at me when I am talking to you. I was using my pencil a minute ago. It must be here somewhere. You should not forget your sun cream. It's going to be very hot. May I go to the bathroom, please? Number 6. His excuse can be true, but I don't believe. Infinitives. A base form of verb without tense, like to work, to jump or jump. You have studied about infinitives in your 7th class. A base form of verb or first form of verb. A base form of verb without tense. A base form of verb without tense, like to work or work, to jump or jump, to sneeze or sneeze, to cry or cry, to read or read, etc. Use the following verb as infinitives in your own sentences, like eat, to speak, to smash, to talk, to help. You will use these words in your own sentences. For example, he wanted to read that book. Listening and speaking. This is your oral activity for acknowledgement. This is your activity. On page 50, exercise B and exercise C is your homework. On page 51, exercise B is your activity. You will do it by yourself, and page listening and speaking is your oral activity. Stay safe at home. God bless you.